Someone's coming. I don't know who it is, but whoever it is already on the way.
That Sunday, in fact, Rebecca arrived. She was only 11 years old. Her entire baggage consisted of a small trunk, a little rocking chair, and a small hand-painted flowers, and a canvas sack in which she kept making a clock, clock, clock sound where she carried her parents' bones. She was also accompanied by a letter. The letter was addressed to Jose Arcadio Buendia and was written by someone who felt obliged to send him that poor unsheltered orphan, who was the second cousin of Ursula's. Neither Jose Arcadio Buendia nor Ursula remembered having any letters and relatives by the name of the sender of the letter, but they kept her because there was nothing else they could do.
St. Catherine, St. Teresa, St. Agatha, St. Maria. Oh, we'll just call you Rebecca.
They decided which, according to the letter, was her mother's name. Since there was not cemetery in Macondo at that time, they kept the bag of bones to wait for a certain place for burial, and for a long time it got in the way everywhere. It would be found where least expected. A long time passed before Rebecca became incorporated into the life of the family. They could not get her to eat for several days.
I do not understand how she's not died from hunger.
Until the Indians discovered that Rebecca liked to eat the damp earth of the courtyard and the whitewash of the walls. Ursula put some orange juice and rhubarb into a pan and gave Rebecca the dose the following day in an attempt to cure her of her illness. Rebecca was so rebellious and strong that they had to tie her up to make her swallow the medicine. But in a few weeks, Rebecca began to show signs of recovery.
One night, about the time Rebecca was cured of the vice of eating earth, the Indian woman who slept with the children, Visitacion, saw Rebecca one night sitting in a corner and recognized the symptoms of insomnia.
But nobody understood Visitacion's alarm.
If we don't ever sleep again, so much the better. That way we can get more out of life.
The most fearsome part of the sickness was not the impossibility of sleeping, but its inexorable evolution towards a more critical manifestation, a loss of memory.
Dun, dun, dun. They did not become alarmed until the third day, when they realized they had gone more than 50 hours without sleeping.
The children are awake too. Once it gets into the house, no one can escape the plague.
I will never forgive myself.
The candy animals made in the house were still being sold in town. Children and adults sucked on the candies so that dawn on Monday found the whole town awake, but nobody cared.
We're happy I'm not sleeping because there's so much to do in Macondo.
When Jose Arcadio Buendia realized that the plague had invaded the town, he gathered together the heads of the family to explain to them what he knew about the sickness, and they agreed on methods to prevent the scourge from spreading to other towns.
So effective was the quarantine that the day came and the emergency situation was accepted as the normal thing. It was Orleano who conceived the formula that was to protect them against loss of memory. One day, he was looking for a small anvil and he could not remember its name. A few days later, Orleano discovered that he had trouble remembering almost every object in the laboratory. Then he marked them with their respective names. Orleano explained his method to Jose Arcadia Buendia, who put it into practice all through the house, and later imposed it on the whole village. Jose Arcadia Buendia realized the day might come when things would be recognized by their inscriptions, but no one would remember their use. This led him to become more explicit. Jose Arcadia Buendia then decided to build the memory machine that he had desired once in order to remember the marvelous inventions of the gypsies. The artifact was based on the possibility of reviewing every morning from beginning to end the totality of knowledge acquired during one's life. He conceived of it as a spinning dictionary that a person placed on the axis could operate by means of a lever. So in very few hours there would pass before his eyes the notions most necessary for life. He had succeeded in writing almost 14,000 entries.
She's lazy.